Today, I want to share the importance of having a mentor in our lives. I have been actually in the previous months, I cannot say years, the previous months before starting my new journey, I was actually struggling very, very hard for my existence, for my practice, for my ethical living, and many other things. I was an art of living follower, and I was also an art of living teacher, and Ayurvedic doctor, Nadi Pariksha, art of living Nadi Pariksha doctor, and many other roles. But when I look at the gross life, I have taken a lot of decisions based upon the words or the ideas or the suggestions, whatever you name it, given to me in the right time by the right person in the right place for the right situation. It might be sometimes it might be my friend, sometimes it might be my brother, sometimes it might be my father, mother, even my wife, sometimes even my kids who are like very, very small, like 6 years and 8 years. But the way I took it mattered all the time. So I was previously struggling in my life, but I was also having an inclination towards listening to what my well wishers used to say. I never realized that I was actually indirectly depending upon them. But the thing is, I understood in the later part of the life, I have understood that when I look back, I have understood that there is something that actually was guiding me, and that is nothing but little dependency on the people that we love, trust, and we live with. So, um, my first entry into art of living also happened the way I wanted to search something, I want to find something, I want to transform myself. I do not want it to be lazy, I do not want it to be complacent with my life. Something I want better in my life, and I was searching, and I got through the art of living Sudarshan Kriya, and it was like life transformational. After that, I was actually leading a life peaceful in terms of spirituality, but not in terms of other factors. So when I was actually trying to get a good life with respect to the financial stability or financial betterment, I found myself pulled back a little bit as a spiritual person. I was actually of the wrong opinion, though my Gurudev already, Guruji, who is like Ravi Shankarji, has many times told, do not do business with your heart. Do the business with your brain, do the seva, service with your heart. So I used to combine, I used to not take money from many people. I used to give away lot of knowledge, for which actually I used to spend a lot of time. So I never valued my time personally. I never valued the my suggestions that I was actually giving to people personally. So this was forming like a very strong hindrance in my progress, which Guruji never suggested. He always suggested, do not do anything for free. He also charges for the courses. And many people have asked us as an art of living teacher, why do you charge so much? Or why do you charge? Because many other organizations are doing many things for free. Why can't you do that for free? But actually the thing is, when you give anything for free, it is not at all received with reverence. It is not at all received with the value that it has to be given, and it always goes into the dump. One in thousand or 10,000 or one in a lakh, when you give freely, if the person is deserving, he will use it perfectly. Because when you give water to the thirsty person, only will understand the value of the water. So that is the thing. There is a saying called apatra dhanam in our Vedas or Sanskrit or every tradition. So do not give anything or do not donate anything. Even do not give knowledge to the person who is not deserving. So in order to make a person deserve, you need to take some commitment. And that commitment, sometimes it might be in the form of money also, and most of the times it is. So I didn't understand those things in relation to my work that I was doing. I used to give a lot of service also. I used to go to the home and do the treatments, but charge very, very less. I used to, in the middle of the night also, when someone, I used to think that is seva, but I forgot that it is my profession. And I have some professional ethics. So in Ayurveda they say that kvachid ardha, kvachid yashaha, kvachid maitri, kvachid jnanam. So uh, Ayurvedam will never go waste. Sometimes it is useful as ardha, it will earn money. Kvachid yashaha, it will earn fame. Kvachid jnanam, kvachid maitri. Maitri means friendship. So it might give a friendship in such a way that it can make a king also your friend, who can actually lay a path to your life and your seven generations, which is very astonishing. So the Maitri, in the sense like the friendship that you gain through Ayurveda by treating someone who is in an elite position, also lifts you up to that level. It might not be even like when you get a friendship with someone who is actually normal also, he might have some other contacts. Like, so it is like, in one sense you get a good network when you actually plan in such a way that if you are doing something, like you are a doctor and you are doing the treatment to a doctor, and you don't need to take money from the doctor, and in the way you charge others, you can actually have some flexibility with the doctor, because he, being a doctor, coming to you is like 50% respect, and that we show as a 50% discount. And then we treat them with loyalty and divine approach. Then obviously they will actually recommend their patients with lot of dedication, which is again a win-win situation. He gets a fame because he has the person like guts to refer to an Ayurvedic doctor. And I have honestly some of the allopathic doctors who take time, explain about the Ayurveda to them and refer to me. And I'm feeling so blessed to have such gems of persons in my life. So they have 3-4 degrees and they actually prefer Ayurveda for their wellness and also for the wellness of those who are in actually the utmost need of Ayurveda in their severely painful situations. So these are the things that Ayurveda says. And then kvachid jnanam. You don't get anything, but you will get, yeah, this medicine has worked very well and I got it proven again. So this is the thing that Ayurveda says, Ayurveda never goes waste. So that I applied in a different manner, and I actually became complacent about what I'm doing. I was actually not building up myself more. I was not doing more of like not like valuing myself, low self-esteem. Then I came across few mentors. I followed them, and I didn't get acquainted with them. I got followed for some time. I didn't get some the value that I was looking for. So no much breakthrough. But when I came across my present mentor, Dev Gadvi, India's first passionpreneur, I tell you, I resonated with him. I resonated with the very words he said. The first 10 minutes I got connected. It's like, I have been waiting for you. Where have you been all these days? Yeah, kind of gone. Honestly, I have referred the same person to many people, many of my friends, but they didn't get connected the way I got connected. My brother, my father, my parents used to tell me, please don't do the treatments freely. You are not charging enough. You are doing waste. You don't have value. I used to tell them, you don't know that the good today you do will come in some way. But people were exploiting me. So I used to leave the medicine in the patient's house where I used to do the treatment for them in their house. But some people used to exploit that medicine. They used to take it on their own, and they told me that it got spilled and it got like we have cleaned it, kind of. Not everyone, I will tell. There are some people who actually today also they treat me I should not tell those words, but they treat me like a very divine person. So I should not tell what they feel. And I have greatest testimonials, which I do not flaunt as testimonials, which I actually feel the asset of my entire spiritual existence. They treat me in such a way that I feel like over the top of the world. What else I need? What else I need? That is called Kvajit Yashaha. And those are the positive things that I did like positively. But there are some people who exploited me, and I was actually in like a little bit of, not little bit, I was in a complete, totally swamp. So when I came across my mentor, Devgarvi, and that too when I was actually totally dedicated towards my Gurudev, Ravi Shankarji. I used to watch regularly his videos and live, and most of the time when I was watching his videos, this ad was coming. So I just got in. I went into the 3-hour workshop. Then I got like flabbergasted what he was actually telling and how he was actually adding value. He has actually charged 99 rupees for 3 hours, but he has given a whole day of webinar, which is like exceeding more than what he has actually promised. And again, he has given a lot of videos, virtual videos. The videos, no, of course, and he has given us a lot of time. He has given us them for a lifetime, and we go through and do those things also. We can actually win many places, win in many places. So apart from that, many places, many instances, many times he has guided me, by hand holding me in many instances. Recently also, when I was actually giving support to him, someone has said something and he came for my rescue and he spoke on behalf of me. And most of the time when he finds that my example is very relevant, he used to encourage many people, and so many people took a lot of words, a lot of guidance from me also. In one sense, he made me a celebrity, a smallest celebrity among our passionpreneur community. But I never felt that highness, like I never got into my head because of his humbleness. Though he is like on the top of the world, for me, he is always humble and he always guides us in the right manner. And when I talk about my other mentor, other Gurudev, so Guruji actually comes to the rescue in many ways. Sometimes I go back and search for some messages, and it is actually situational. It helps you in getting out because he cannot talk with me directly, and it helps me. It helps me a lot. So what I want to establish today, we all need such wonderful mentors in our lives, because as a child we were actually dependent upon the parents. As a grown person, we were actually dependent upon our teachers in the school, lecturers in the college, and friends in all the way. And also when we come out into the office or our work, we actually depend upon our colleagues or boss or anyone, or our friend or our bosses. Somewhere, somehow we actually depend. A person who thinks that you should never depend upon anyone is correct, but we need someone to pat, someone to guide, and someone who has walked the path, someone who has implemented. And we are looking for such implementation. An implementer can become a mentor, and someone whom you accept as a master, someone to whom you surrender completely, and who has mastered something, and again will actually make you also master that and make a masterpiece. When you surrender to your master, you will definitely become a masterpiece. So this is what I want to establish today. There are many other people who with one-liners have transformed many thoughts of mine. So today I feel so privileged to have such wonderful persons in my life, and I know that I can sense that I have been blessed a lot and a lot by having such great persons in my life, in their presence in my life has added more and more value. And when I speak to other persons about the things that I have learned from them, they actually look at me as a more powerful person. And I never actually tell that those are my things. One of my gurus said, I use everything. I don't take the credit, but even then I get the credit. See, this is what a mentor is, a mandatory uh, aspect of each and everyone's life. Please, if you are thinking that if I follow him, something might happen. If I follow him, something might. If I follow her, something might. Please don't think like that. If you feel connected with some person, just follow them for some time. Look at their videos, look at their work they have done, look at them, what they are actually contributing, and the impact that they give on you. They actually conclude in such a way that the impact stays on our mind for a longer time. That is the beautiful point that you can hold and you can actually follow. You will be getting either you will be getting a clarity whether you could follow or not, or you will get benefited and transformed. When you do that, most of the others also will follow you, because you are a unique person. You have a different story. Your story is your power. Your story is your an asset, and you are an asset to your life. Please don't search for something that can actually enhance your life, empower you. Something outside cannot give power to the inside. You have to look inside to get power from inside. Then you can give the influence and impact outside. Thank you all for listening and following and supporting me and Ayurveda all the way. And for your health, if you want some mentor and you find like Ayurveda, go to a nearby Ayurvedic doctor, find someone, talk to them, ask them that I need to take your guidance. But obviously they will have something according to their contribution. You need to contribute that, but they can form your good mentor. So look at them in that perspective. For every person, one Ayurvedic doctor is required to understand about himself or herself and follow the life and mentor him or her through the path of healthy life and lead them towards a healthy life, and again swasthasya swasthya rakshanam, preserving the health of a healthy person. And if they get any disease, aturasya vikara prasamam, and to remove the diseases of the suffering. So with this I would like to thank you all. Have a great time. Keep rocking and stay energetic. I wish you all the very best in whatever you do. Follow your heart, use your mind, and please do not listen to others' words. Be your own master. I love you all. Thank you and have a great time. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Venu. ఎలా ఉంది ఎనర్జీ?